Welcome back to the Test Kitchen. This week we've been looking into the dietary patterns and local cuisine from Africa, the Middle East, and India. So today we've got a real treat for you. We're going to make an authentic Indian dal. This is a lentil-based recipe. Some people eat it as a soup, but most often it's served over rice and eaten as an entree. So we're going to get started. So the first thing that is a really important step to do is you want to toast all of the spices to really bring out their flavor. So here's what we're going to cook with today. First, we have cardamom seeds. We have cumin seeds. We have some cloves. We have fenugreek. And we have a lot of turmeric. It's one of my favorites. We have some dried peppers, and we have a cinnamon stick. So, how we're gonna do this is we're gonna take our olive oil, and traditionally Indians perhaps might use ghee or clarified butter, but we're gonna keep it a little healthier by using olive oil. So we're just gonna pour enough to kind of make almost a coating on the bottom of the pan, a couple tablespoons. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn the stovetop on to about medium. And we just get to add all these great spices. Pop the chili peppers in whole, just like that. The whole cinnamon clove. And a nice amount of turmeric. Give that nice color. All right, so as the oil heats, it's gonna become very aromatic. And what we're really waiting for is for the coriander seeds to start popping. A little bit like popcorn. When they get really hot, they burst. And so that's really the sound we're hoping to hear. And that's when we'll know these are lightly toasted. So I'm gonna give them a little stir, and then we'll watch them. Okay, so now, if you give a listen, our spices are sizzling. There's some little bubbles forming in the oil. So those are nicely toasted. So we're gonna go ahead and add some more ingredients to that. So here we have some chopped white onion, and pretty finely chopped. We're gonna go ahead and just toss it in. And we have some fresh ginger, chopped pretty small as well. Super tasty. It's gonna smell fantastic as we start heating that up. And also some fresh garlic. Give that a stir. Oh, it smells so good. So we're gonna go ahead and cook these onions until soft, but we don't wanna take them as far as caramelized. So keep an eye on them. It'll take probably 3 or 4 minutes, depending on how hot your burner is. Okay, so we've toasted all these yummy spices, and we've added the onions and the peppers. And so now the next step is we're gonna go ahead and add some chopped tomato. And this is canned chopped tomato, but you can use fresh for sure. It probably would even be more delicious. So we're gonna add the tomatoes, and we're also gonna add some jalapeno pepper. You can adjust the amount to taste. This is one whole jalapeno pepper, and it actually wasn't that spicy. I've made it before, and I maybe would even add 2, but this is just 1. And this is one of the most important ingredients. This is called garam masala, which you can make this blend yourself, but we went ahead and purchased this blend. It smells fantastic, and this is gonna add a lot of flavor. So you can add 2 to 4 tablespoons, so I'm gonna kinda go with about 3. Okay, give it a nice stir. And so we're just gonna cook this until the tomatoes get a little soft and squishy, which is not an official cooking term, but you'll know what I mean. They start out firm, and as they heat, they'll just get a little bit squishy, and then we'll know it's time to do the next step. So now our tomatoes are looking a little soft and a little squishy, so it's time to do the next step. And this is the last step even. This is how easy dal is. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add 2 cups of red lentils. There are many colors of lentils. This is the more traditional choice, but you can mix it up. Put those in. And we're gonna add, this is vegetable broth. You can use chicken broth, you can use water. So we're gonna add that. So I'm gonna add 2 cups of water as well. And the very last ingredient is 2 bay leaves. Toss those guys in there. Give it a nice stir. And now we're just gonna simmer it for, about 30 to 40 minutes. It depends on how hot your stove is. What you really want is all the lentils to be mushed and squishy. And you'll know it's ready when it is. And you can taste it if you're not sure. The lentils will still have a little bite to them, but you really want them soft all the way through. So we're gonna give that a good mix and set it aside to simmer. Now we're going to make a Moroccan carrot salad. It's got very tasty ingredients and spices, but it's really quick to fix. So we're gonna go ahead and start with about a pound of shredded carrot. And we've got a couple tablespoons of olive oil and some lemon juice and some chopped flat leaf parsley or cilantro will work. We have some cinnamon. We also have some ground cumin. Here is some fresh garlic, a lot of fresh garlic. And we're gonna use a little salt to taste. We won't use all that. And we also have some sweet paprika. If you can find it, it's a really nice addition to the flavor. It's a little smoky and a little sweet. It's not hot. And the heat is going to come from this harissa, which is a traditional ingredient that has a lot of heat and complex flavor. So this is the easiest recipe that we've ever done. Literally, all of this just goes right in the bowl. So we're gonna add all the greens and lemon juice. You know how I like lemon juice, so I've got a little extra in here to brighten that flavor and make it really delicious. Put the olive oil. And we'll sprinkle on the cinnamon. Now we're gonna add the cumin and all the garlic. It's gonna add a lot of juicy flavor. A little pinch of salt. We don't wanna put too much in. We'll put a little pinch of salt. And the sweet paprika, that's important. And finally the harissa. And this is really where you control the heat. So you can use more or less depending on your taste. All right, so we're just gonna give that a really good stir and toss. And this salad is one of the ones that are best served later. So it needs to sit for at least 2 hours for all these flavors to meld. Overnight is even better. But it's done, that's it. Okay, so our Middle Eastern, Indian, and African cuisine is prepared, and Allison and I are now going to enjoy eating it. So here we go.